Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
yoblogger.
What's up, world?
So this is Jazmyne,
I'm Erricka X.
I'm QB.
and this is, of course, a vlog. And our topic at hand is kind of just wrapping up the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. As you probably know, the hearing is over, and what comes out of it is that Chris Brown copped a plea, and he pled guilty. He's ordered to 180 days of community service, and he's ordered to stay away from Rihanna.
I honestly gotta say, from my heart, I feel like this really isn't enough. Like, to me, I feel like he got away easy. He slammed this girl's head up against a window. Like, you know, and not only that, like, just the way that throughout the whole case he kind of just was like, you know, seeing the different places in Miami and da-da-da-da, and really not taking this as an opportunity to speak out about his past.
5 years to be to be away from a girl that you once loved so much, straight up out the picture. Me personally, I just think that, I think that the media had a field day. I think that everybody had a field day just knowing that it was Chris Brown, just knowing that it was Rihanna, and that this was supposed to be the hip-hop, the hip-hop princess and prince, and everything. And so, I think they blew it out of proportion, because if you look at it, everybody hitting their lady, and vice versa, their lady hitting them. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, by him being seen in Miami or wherever he was, he being a human, and on top of that, he's a celebrity, he's a star, he got to go where he got to go. Basically, what I'm saying is your money don't stop because you're going through a trial and tribulation like that, I just think that.
Like, let's just take his celebrity away. Let's take all of that away. Like, the fact remains that, like, domestic abuse cases are some of the lowest sentenced cases out. You know what I mean? Like, you can get drugs and have drugs on you and get pleas that are higher than a domestic abuse case.
But also,
and that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong.
But the thing also that everybody forgetting to realize is that it's two sides to every story, and that when it's all said and done, me, you, or you wasn't there.
True.
So we don't know.
I'm actually a bit irritated because the thing of there's two sides to every story, it just goes back to me feeling like no one's being held accountable. And at what point do we just say at a base level, what are the values of, I feel like it's okay. Chris Brown nothing should have happened to him if people accept it and if they're willing to support an artist that beats women. I don't think it's okay to beat women. I think that, of course, there's two sides to every story, but even still, there's no excuse. And I think once you accept that, it's very easy to say that this is not okay, and you won't accept it from artists that you support or from people that you know. And so, regardless of him being a celebrity, I just feel like, to sit and try to spectate, we weren't there, we don't know why he did it or what happened. And of course, he's not an inherently bad person. I don't think, anyone is. That doesn't make you a bad person, but you need to be held accountable. And so if you, beat women, but you want to run around and be a celebrity and have that kind of influence and have, and go to sit courtside at playoff games or finals or whatever you want to do with your life, those are perks. And you owe something to your audience.
Responsibility of
consciousness. You owe something to your audience if you want to do those things.
And that's what everybody question is, because, like she said, Chris Brown ain't no bad person. And so it had to be something in between this, that, or the third. That made him do that. I honestly think she probably hit him.
I don't think he's a bad person, but by no means am I making up for what he did and saying that, we got to think about Chris Brown and look at what Chris Brown's going through. And something that I saw is that young girls, when you show the picture of Rihanna beaten up, a lot of girls smack their teeth, and one girl's like, so what, she ugly anyway, she shouldn't have been messing with my husband. And just all this bull that just plays into internalized depression and not recognizing male privilege. And so, of course, women internalize, oh, whatever, Chris Brown shouldn't have. But that's because those same women probably don't value themselves. And if they found themselves in a situation where some dude was beating on them, the average girl might not stand up for herself. So I feel like it's a bigger issue in society with young women not, valuing themselves and feeling that way. And that's something totally different. And then for a man to try to justify it just shows that he himself has a lower expectation or value of women, because I just don't know what man, a real asserted man, would take up for that or say that's acceptable. Someone with a sister, with daughters.
Oh, and by the way, BTW, Chris Brown has a new song out with Pharrell, and it's called Not My Fault. So you pled
with
guilty.
That being said, I think it probably ain't his fault.
You pled guilty. You got 180 days, and now you're just. It's not my fault. Like, that's your first single, and he also said that like he feels like his next album is gonna be his best sales to date. For those of you who are on YouTube, I want you to specifically address that. Will you buy another Chris Brown album? Yes or no? Tell us why.